Hello, everyone. This is Ben. This is a preview of the Mumbai Metro Stars for the 2048 season. I'm going to do this in video style, just like the ham. Hopefully better as I'm improving on this. So, mention improving. Let me know your notes and your thoughts on the bottom. If it's too long, too short, all that kind of stuff. First, if you reside in Louisiana or Lower Mississippi, you're in our thoughts. Hope you're well. Stay safe. And if your power goes out, uh, let's not let it be a week. Gotta be what, 4 Sims? I kid. Let's dive into Mumbai Metro Stars. One thing that jumped out at me immediately about the Metro Stars is, of course, that they have won the UMEBA 3 times in a row, and the made the playoffs, of course, won it 3 times in a row. But dive into that a little bit, and you see that in the first year in 2045 when they won, they actually were outscored 665 to 694, and they had a losing record of 79 wins during the season. They finished for the wild card and then took the title later. If you go on, remember runs allowed of 694. Here's 2046. Runs scored soars to 864. Runs allowed 704, staying pretty stable around that 700 area. Then you get to last year. They won the title. Runs scored 853. Runs allowed 700. So they've stabled out kind of a baseline of a foundation that they can build on, and they're letting their offense build up on that. I think that's a great way to approach it. Now, um, looking at last year in their offense with 853 runs, the main contributors that you had were Frank Mahaffey with 46 homers, 2.6 WAR. Weaver Ripley, you had 46, 36, 33, and 25 home runs from those four players. And it didn't stop there. I just kind of cut it off at the 20 home run limit as far as listing players. But again, there's that 700 runs allowed. And there's your three main contributors from a starting standpoint. They had absolutely a knockdown closeout guy in Knox Sked, 45 saves, and so he was putting games away for them. Now, and I want to mention this only in the sense that their foundation that they've built, their 24/7 defense was 919 efficiency. That's for the whole team. That's not great. You don't want to see that number get near down in the 900 range. Of course, it still set them at 700 runs allowed last year, but as you get that number down, your margin of error, especially when it comes to pitching, closes pretty quickly. And so you've got to keep an eye on those starters as you go on. Looking over here, continuing, there was Frank Mahaffrey that we're talking about. Now, I saw this as I was pulling up the links. Apparently, he is with Cairo. Maybe wasn't with Cairo. He's with, he probably is with the Cairo. I just caught that this morning, so you'll have to forgive me. But there's Frank Mahaffey, age 36. Um, Weaver Ripley, age 31. Um, there's Luis Gonzalez, age 29. This is their offensive production. And age 29, William Drew. So all those guys are in their prime outside of outside of Mahaffey, and probably Ripley is on the way down, but you're getting to that point where offensive production, which of course, which is looking to the next level, kind of starts to slide down a little bit, but not too bad. They're around 30 years old will do. That's good, especially in UMEBA. Now, for the starting pitchers, their age not a problem at all. You've got Eglinton, 22, Lima's 30, uh, Klulau, long in the tooth, 35 there. I don't know how long they'll be able to rely on him. Maybe they can move him to a long relief, or maybe just let him fade away. I doubt that's possible though, and we'll see in a minute why. The Knox Sked is 21, so all these guys are in good age ranges for Mumbai, and they'll be productive this season. And Mumbai is not going to take a step back this season, I promise. Even with that low defensive efficiency, they're not going to take that far of a step back this year. It'll kind of be a gradual thing because here are your major transactions that occurred between the two seasons. They went out and they got a few free agents, not too expensive. Mario Rollo was the most expensive. He comes in as a catcher. Know whether he'll be top line or backup, we'll see. But I really want to see a catcher with 10 base running skills and 9 stealing ability. I want to see that guy. I want to see his steal total at the end of the year. I think we're going to be tracking that. As far as arbitration is what I wanted to focus on here. You've got 7.8, 2, almost 4, 1, 2.25, 1.5, and $5 million tying it up in guys that they either signed to a one-time extension or that they came back with arbitration totals. Now, what that says that may not put them in a final financial crunch right now, but it says that these guys are getting more valuable and more valuable and more valuable. As that happens, again, you're going to get that lower base number down. That high number may come down even more, but you see most of these are pitchers, so their baseline of 700 runs scored may start going up. And if you've got that going up, you've got the offense going down, and then to add to the pitchers starting to fall off with the defensive efficiency of .919 nearing 900, that's kind of looking at a recipe for a hairy field, we'll say, that Mumbai will have to navigate to keep their appearances up. And to be one of the top program in the UMEBA, definitely for the last 3, and we'll see the next 4 or 5 years. So overall, for me, I see kind of a regression just due to that defense. That getting down towards 900 really worries me. So I see about, say, 12 wins coming off there. The top 88 to 90. So 88 to 90 wins is kind of where I am on them. I think they will win the Bancroft champs. I think they'll lose in the UMEBA. Don't ask me who they're going to lose to. Probably not me, but we'll see who they lose to in the final. But I think they're going to take a loss in the final. Playoffs are kind of a crapshoot, and using the law pulling back to the means. I don't think you're going to see a four-time repeat champ in UMEBA. I just don't feel it. So got them winning the Bancroft, lost in the UMEBA, about 88 to 90 wins. They may disagree with me. And you can disagree below. I'll provide some links for all the guys I mentioned in here down below, so you can access that. And again, this has been the UMEBA Mumbai Metro Stars preview for 2048. And so it begins.